And tell me, do you think some of them are traveling abroad?
I don't know.
Okay. So, Jenny, well done on your homework. You did really well in this activity. Okay. So, moving on to the next one. Complete the tables on the next page. Choose no more than 3 words from the passage for each answer. Okay. So, let's just quickly have a look here. So, here we have, well, you know what? I actually want to. We're going to leave that one, Jenny. We're rather going to do this one, getting an education. Okay? So we're going to answer some short questions. So look at picture number 1 to 3. The pictures above show items of school uniform that parents in Britain may have to buy for their children. Match the pictures number 1 to 6 with the words A to F. Okay, so which one do you think is number 1?
I am not an expert at any of them.
Say again?
I'm not an expert at any of them.
It's okay. It's okay.
There's name a blazer, a cardigan, a gym hem dress, a pinafore dress, pumps, tracksuit bottoms. I don't know.
A blazer? Is he wearing a blazer?
Maybe.
Yeah. And what is a cardigan?
I don't know.
A cardigan is for example, a jersey we are wearing. Okay? Like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Okay? And then what is a tracksuit bottoms?
Number 1.
Yeah. And pumps? Those are referencing to shoes.
So 5.
Yes. Okay. And then what about a pinafore dress?
4.
Is it number 4 or is it number 6?
4.
Okay. And a shingham dress?
6.
Okay. So this is, yes. So this is a pinafore dress. And this is a shingham dress. Okay. For school uniform. Now, match the words number 1 to 7. Okay. Number 1 to 7 to the definitions. So A to F. A compass what? So what do you think? A compass, a test tube, a protractor, a laboratory. Okay. So match the words number 1 to, let me just see here. Give me one. There we go. Number 1 to 7.
That's long.
With the definitions. Okay, so Jenny, I'm going to give you 4 minutes to do it. So on the line here, you're going to write A, B, C, D, E, F, or G.
Okay.
You can do it.
So a compass is A. A test tube is E. A protractor is What's the difference of campus and compass?
A campus is a place where people go to study.
Okay.
A building, universities. Okay, that's a campus. But a compass is to give you direction.
Oh, so it's So a compass is not A. Let me skip those. A projector. D.
Right.
A laboratory is F. A hall president is C. A campus a campus is C, 6, and a hall residence is well, a hall resident is F. Wait, I'm getting the Lulu. Okay.
It's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
What does resident mean?
Oh, residence, a place to stay.
Okay. And projector?
And a protractor, okay? For example, if I can give you to protract things, a protractor is when you're looking for the dimensions of things to draw shapes.
Oh, so
yeah.
Projector is D.
Yeah, D.
A laboratory is F. A hall residence is
Okay, so okay, let's start again. A compass, what did you say? Which one is this?
It's giving direction for us. I don't know. Is it A too?
Okay, what do you think is, okay, so a protractor is a what?
Well, it's just like draw some shape.
Yeah, D. A laboratory
is F. Room contains scientific equipment.
Yes, that's good. And then a hall of residence.
G.
I think that is a test tube.
Test tube is E. And a hall of residence is a place to stay, right?
Yeah.
So, is it G?
A high-stepping desk in which someone puts their notes when they are standing and giving a lecture. That is a lectern.
Oh.
Okay.
So
I would say flat, semicircle, a semicircle piece of plastic or metal which is used for measuring angles.
And why is that? You said a place to stay, but this just props.
Oh, wait. A building with rooms or flats, usually built by universities or colleges in which students live during the term.
Okay.
C.
In a campus is B.
Yes, correct.
And compass is just A.
Yes, I'm trying to think. Shows that use drawing circles. Yeah, I would say there we go. A. Well done, Jenny. Any questions on these?
No, but I'm just gonna remember the meanings.
Don't worry, we're gonna recap them again just now, okay? Now underline the last. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. Underline at least 5 words or phrases related to the topic of education in the following text. Use your dictionary if necessary. Can you read for us a text there, Jenny?
As if you send your child to a boarding school, you can be looking at fees of almost 8,000
euro.
8,000 euro per term. Ethan would drop 7 and €896 a term from September, a rise of 5.8% on last year's fees. Register fees have gone up 5% from €7,457 to €7,833 a term. Day schools are cheaper, but even these are charging an average of €2,796 a term, €8,388 a year. If you have a baby this year and plan to send him or her to a private day school for secondary education, it will set you back about €150,000 according to independent advisor. If your child is starting senior school this September, the school fees between 11 and 18 will total an average of €75,500, assuming the fees rise by 7% a year.
Fantastic. Now, can you tell me 5 of these words that is related to education?
So, okay.
So first one is boarding school.
Oh. A private day school?
Yeah.
And secondary.
Yes, underline them for me, please.
Secondary education.
Yes, excellent. There's another one. What type of school? Just more to the top.
We have boarding school at the top.
Yeah, but what about this one?
Wait, count to day schools?
Day schools. Yeah, day schools. That means that they are running during the day.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then there's one more at the bottom, the last sentence.
So
the second last.
Anything that had the word schools mean also education?
Yes.
Well, that's
Education.
easy, but also hard to find.
The second last sentence.
In the ways. Oh, I didn't see it. Senior school.
No, okay. Senior school. Okay, well done, Jenny. That was really good. Now, let's match the words number 1 to 10 with their definitions. Okay, so I want you to take your time, read through this, okay, and match them to A to J. Okay, so write your answer on the line. I'm coming now, Jenny. I'm just running to the bathroom.
Okay. So every special needs school. Okay, so I did forget some of the meanings.
What does what mean?
Like, am I right at a secondary or senior school, or am I just looping?
B, a school for children between ages of secondary. I would say a little bit higher.
So it's D.
Uh-huh. Or even, oh, sorry, no, that's a school in Britain for children age between with high. I could no, not this one. I would rather say this.
Okay, so A. In college, I'm gonna erase that.
Yes, college is after high school,
Oh, okay.
after they have left school.
So it's E. I.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Sorry, Jenny. Oh, where did it all go now? So there we go. Well done, Jenny.
A school. So is it a primary school is J?
So Jay said a school which some or all of the pupils live in during the school term. I think that is a boarding school.
Oh.
Because a boarding school, they normally stay there by the school.
Okay, so primary school will be B. Is it B for primary school?
A primary, yes. During the ages of 5 and 11. Well done, Jenny.
A grammar school is another.
A grammar school, yeah.
So is it E?
Yeah.
A comprehensive school. Interesting. So it's G. G.
Yes, because a comprehensive means includes everyone.
Ba mặt đơn is a 6 and 4 mainstream school.
Oh, no, not G. I would say a private school is G.
Okay.
Because a private school means that the parents need to pay themselves.
In a comprehensive school.
That means it basically for everybody.
Everybody. So no, never.
C. What about C?
Oh, okay.
Suitable for the majority of children. And then what is a mainstream school?
I cannot see the last one. FJAGIBEC.
So it's normally with kids with special abilities or who need special care. That's a mainstream school.
But what about special needs school?
Yeah. So we should just hold on. Dear. Yeah, school some of people living together. Yes, school of children who needs. I would say if could be 2 and 4.
Okay.
Because a special needs school is for your. And then I would say yes, A, B, C, D. A school in Britain for children aged between 11 and 18 who are of high academic ability. I would actually say that. Sorry, Jenny, a grammar school, okay, would be D, okay. A school in Britain with high academic ability, a grammar school would be D. And then I would say that I would say this one, okay, a special needs school is F, and then a mainstream school is for not just for special needs, it's for all type of kids. So I would then say then E is a mainstream school, yes. Because it's not just it's for special needs and disabilities and other kids. Yeah, there we go. Any questions on these, Jenny?
No.
Okie dokie. That was really good. Now, answer the questions number 1 to 7. Okay. If you cram for an examination, you are learning as much as possible in a short time. Just before you take an examination, do you normally cram for an exam? Do you know what the word cram means, Jenny?
Like stuff you bring with any information you can learn.
Yes. Yes. How did you know that?
I mean, like I did just like, I've been there.
And tell me, Jenny, do you normally cram for an exam? Or do you plan your revision carefully?
Well, I don't know. I did plan my revision, but also cram at the same time. But I don't know if it can be called cram because how much less time did I actually cram? It's like I just open my book and then open past few pages and look at and review back and then close the book later in 5 minutes.
Okay. And when you graduate from university, you have successfully completed a degree course. Okay. Do you know anyone who recently graduated?
I'm not that old yet, so I don't know.
Okay. Do you know anybody in your family who has graduated?
Well, I'm the only child, but I also have siblings, but not so-called siblings because them, well,
Yeah.
I have an older brother which was the oldest, and he was a child of my aunt. Okay, so he graduated, and what job he did, I don't know.
And tell me, has any of your cousins maybe graduated?
Well, not yet. I have an older sister, but not really older than my brother. She's almost there, but not yet. She's still learning, like how to be a lawyer and stuff.
Oh, wow. Okay, so when she finished her studies, then she becomes a graduate. Okay, that's what we call it. And when you qualify, you pass the examinations that you need to be able to work in a particular profession. Do you know anyone who has recently qualified as a doctor or a lawyer or any type of job?
My cousin, which is my sister, the oldest, not really oldest, is actually learning how to be a lawyer because she wanted to be like her mom.
Oh, okay. And is her mom a lawyer?
Yeah, but she's really busy, but not really on holiday.
Oh, okay. And tell me, in Britain, you can take GCSE exams when you are 16, okay? Do you know what the GCSE stands for, Jenny? Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you what the GCSE, okay, so basically it is, it's a general certificate of secondary education.
Okay.
General, I'm going to type it for you. It's a general certificate.
General.
General certificate of general certificate of secondary education. Secondary education. Okay. If a pupil is okay, so when you do that, Jenny, is it in the UK? A qualification in a specific subject typically taken by school students aged 14 to 16 at the level below a year. So basically, you can do that, and also then after that you don't. So basically, you get a secondary education one at the age of 16.
Okay.
Yes. If a pupil is expelled from school, they are officially told to leave because they have behaved badly. If a pupil is suspended, they are asked to leave for a certain period of time because they have behaved badly, but they can then come back. Can you give an example of bad behavior in school that may lead to a student being suspended or expelled? So what do you need to do in your school, Jenny, to be suspended or expelled?
This is real life, but I don't know, it's kind of harmful. Do you know those water that you can, those type of water, but not really water? It's kind of like venomous. No, that's kind of, I mean, like, it's not.
Does it have chemicals in?
Yeah. It's not for humans to drink, but I don't know what type of weird things that is, but my teacher had one, and it was black, but it's used for plants to water so they can grow healthier. So two of the boys in my class, one of them told his friend is, hey, we could take this as a prank. And then they all agree. They walk to another class and then tell one of the boys in the class is to drink it. They literally just told him to drink it because the water was in a cup and it kind of looked like soda. So that boy drank it, and then now he's just nauseous and in the hospital. And then I think they got suspended and not actually
Expelled.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically they are just temporarily not being at school.
Maybe, but they just came back.
And for example, what do you need to do as a student for the school to expel you, to tell the kid to never come back to school, or they're not allowed to be there?
You know, having a big total tantrum plus violence to the other for no reasons, and then everyone can see you as the crazy person and they kind of like feel scared of you. So Maybe the teacher will let you off the hook a few weeks or days, but if that happens again and again, they will expect it eventually because they don't want you to cause harm to the other student.
Very true. Okay, definitely. And has there ever been a kid been expelled in your school?
No, but I have some of them that behave very badly but still got off the hook. But I don't know, it's not really that harmful, but I had that one friend that really is. I remember that one of my friends, which is the class president, she's my friend, she
Yeah.
writes her names on a board over and over again. She hates her name to write on the board because why? When if any person name got right on the board, then they will get in trouble when the teacher saw it. Why? It's because that we have rules in class which is very random. Is always put our bags on our chair when we leave and never have any props about on our tables. We will got somebody else write our name on the board and then we got in trouble. So she know that, she hate that, and then she immediately just like erased her name on the board by all herself, and then the class president read her name again and she hated and she erased it again. And that's happened again and again, and then she have a total tantrum, and then she almost like actually harm the class president because of how much big tantrum she is. She's really violent when she have tantrum, and it's almost scary too. The whole class came up to her to stop her, and then she keep having a tantrum, and she kicked any person in her way, and she have a really force too, and it's hurt. She did bite what the boys in my class really hard, and then he cried.
Yeah.
So it was kind of traumatizing, and then she have the biggest tantrum ever that some of the girls in the other class go take a peek, and then they just whisper to each other and say, no, we need to have popcorn to eat to watch this because it is traumatizing. It has happened 3 times. She almost got expelled, but then the teacher just let her off the hook.
Okay. And do you think that was fair?
I don't know. She was my friend, and I don't know how to do. But when that day ended, I was kind of like uncomfortable around her. But she was really happy, and she liked my presence. So she always, walk beside me and have a chat with me every day. But when that ended, I kind of got traumatized and uncomfortable around her. But I guess, well, she didn't do that anymore, so I'm kind of fine with her now.
Okay. And tell me, Jenny, in Britain, a reception class is a class that children go into when they first start school at the age of 4 or 5. How old are children when they start school in your country?
Well, 6, that's an easy start.
Oh, at 6. And are there kids, for example, 5 who start school at that age?
Yeah, kindergarten and stuff.
And does your school have kindergarten?
Yeah,
And did you go to kindergarten before you went to primary school?
yeah, I did. And, well, the kindergarten was fine, except I had to hear of the baby tantrum and stuff.
Oh dear. And a truant is a pupil who stays away from school without permission. A truant. Do you know this word?
Which question?
Number 7. A truant
A
is a
truant.
truant. Can you say that?
A truant? I don't know.
So a truant is a pupil or a student who stays away from school without permission. How would trans punish? How were trans punished at your school? What do they normally do with these trans?
Um, I still don't get it. What does that
So
mean?
the students who stay away from school without permission.
Oh, so they just at home without the teacher permission?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So what do they do with those students?
Were like yelled at them, and then they got big like wooden stick, and then just like slap their hands were forced, and it's kind of very hurt. It's burned for the whole day.
Yeah.
But they still do it. I remember just one student
Yeah.
never listened to the teacher at all, and always had a grumpy attitude, grumpy and rude manners to the teacher. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that. And he doesn't care about in the world. He was chill, but also rude at the same time. I know what.
You know. And tell me, what happened to that student? Did the student get punished, or what discipline were applied to the student?
Well, they did got like a big wooden stick, and then got slapped by the hand, and it burned the whole day. And they also got humiliated by the whole class. Yeah. So
Okay.
he did keep a nice manners for one class only, and then just back to his usual manners.
Okay, that's kind of sad. Okay, now Jenny, what we're going to do is work out the meaning of the words and phrases in italics. Okay, I'm going to make it a little bit larger. Okay, number one, just sticks by studying the context in the passage below. So first, let's read the whole text. Okay, you're going to read it for us, and then we're going to look at the meanings. Can you read that?
A grandmother would set up her own school to cater for her autistic grandson, Joshua. Seventh was unable to cope at the local school, and his parents were struggling to get his needs met. I used to take Joshua to his mainstream school, says his mother. He would literally howl at all the way down the very long drive. I used to feel like a monster. She took Joshua out the school on the device of his teachers, but hit a brick wall with the local education authority, who wanted to place him in a school for 90 students with a huge range of learning difficulties, contrarily to the modern expertise on autism, which recommends specialist care in a small unit. Now Joshua is flourishing in a small school for autistic youngsters. It is costing us 15,000 euro a year, but it's worth it to see Joshua making progress. He is a different child. The special needs school recently passed its first inspection from the Office for Standards Education with a glowing report. Despite this, the Education Authority has refused to pay for Joshua's education there. Receiving a diagnosis of learning disability is a terrible blow for families, and the realization that you face years of fighting to obtain the education that will help your child is devastating. Many parents cannot face the struggle, and many children are denied the chance to improve their quality of life.
Okay, so let's have a look. I used to take Joshua to his mainstream school, says so that's for special needs. Okay, he would literally howl. What does it mean to howl?
It's like cry and
Yes, to
yeah.
cry and to cry like a yes, definitely. All the way down the very long drive. I used to feel like a monster. She took Joshua out of school on the advice of the teachers, but hit a brick wall. What does it mean she hit a brick wall?
I don't know how to explain.
Okay. So she took Joshua out of the school on the advice of teachers, but hit a brick wall with the local education authority who wanted to place him in a school for 90 children with a huge range of learning difficulties. Okay. So to hit a brick wall, is basically, Jenny, is when you face a problem or obstacle, and so when you're faced with something that you're trying to solve, okay, so you are faced with a very difficult situation.
Okay.
Okay. And in the next one, what is autism?
I don't know, but maybe like overthinking about how to do this and that and make people happy. And then
yes, it's a development disability caused by differences in the brain. Okay, so especially kids who can't interact with other kids, who struggle to communicate, they are diagnosed with autism.
And do they kind of act like childish or just like random toys when they grow up? I don't want to be rude, but just see it.
To random behavior. So they don't tease, they do it because they can't control it.
Yeah. Or maybe okay, maybe the class clown in my class is autism. Maybe.
Autistic.
Yeah.
But okay, let the doctor make that diagnosis. And then what is it? Now Joshua is flourishing in a small school. What does it mean to flourish?
I don't know.
To do great, to grow, to develop. Okay. Do amazing. And it's cost, okay. And then the next part here, first inspection from the Office for Studies and Education with a glowing report. What does it mean, a glowing report?
This, I hope it's getting high and it's getting better.
Yes, there we go. Well done. And then the next one, the child is devastating.
It's like, hope it's going low and they just feel sad.
Fantastic. And then lastly,
like they can someone's like face the fears of death or something, but it's kind of like that.
You're right, Jenny. So they cannot face it. So they're struggling to deal with the situation. Okay. Any questions on any of these?
No.
Okay. Do you remember what it means? A truant pupil.
People who stay away from school without permission.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, Jenny, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you these words that we have done today. You're going to do them in your own time for homework, and then we will review them next time. So, Jenny, did you enjoy today's session?
Yeah, but how would I do my homework?
I will send your homework to you. Don't worry, I'll send you the instructions, okay?
Okay.
You're a very smart girl. Well done, Jenny. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, Jenny.
Goodbye. Have a great day.
You.
Bye-bye.